What's going on, guys? You all here, and welcome to Confabulate, the podcast where we talk about anything and everything. I'm your host, Will Sanchez. Thank you so much for stopping by. And this week, you guys, we have Cassia Reyes. I love talking to her so much. I love catching up with her. I haven't seen her in a minute. I have seen her a few times since we graduated high school, but I just wanted to talk to her and catch up. I love her personality. I love her as a person. She played the ukulele. She played a few songs, so stay tuned for that. And I just love talking to her. It was such a blast. Thank you, Cassia, for taking the time. I really appreciate it. And hopefully I'll see you soon. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy this episode. This is me and Cassia. And yeah, bye. All right, thank you, Cassia, for coming by. I appreciate
Hello,
it.
thank you for inviting me.
Thank you for taking the time. I know you were a little nervous or shy about this, but I promise you there's nothing to worry about. You're gonna notice you're gonna forget that we're even being recorded. It's so much fun.
I already feel comforted in this
Oh,
home.
great. Thank you. Well, we were just talking. You're about to be. Are you already an aunt? Does your older brother have kids at all?
Yeah, so my oldest brother has a son now.
Oh my God,
It's
how old is he?
weird. Actually, I think he's coming up on 1 year as well, because his birthday's at the end of June.
Oh shit.
This family's full of June birthdays.
June birthdays.
Recently.
And then Mal is due, you said June 10th, around there?
Yeah, I think originally it was like June 4th or June 6th, which is my cousin's birthday.
Bunch of June babies.
Yeah, we're just full of Geminis this
Yeah.
year. But yeah, I think they're planning on June, but it could very well be late May.
And it's a girl too. You're gonna have a niece.
Yeah, I know. I'm kind of excited about that.
Yes. Do they have a name for it yet?
I think they do. I think they told me, but I don't remember. It was cute though. I think it started with an A. I can't remember what the name was. My oldest brother's baby is his name is Ezra. They better be best friends.
You're gonna be a cool aunt. I mean, were you a part of helping them with the pregnancy at all, or being there for Cameron at all, or just kind of them doing their own thing?
It was pretty much just them doing their own thing. They had a baby shower, but I didn't know. And then I was in Las Vegas, and I remember Gabe Coaster texted me, and he was like, "Oh, are you going to Cameron's baby shower?" And I was like, "Baby shower?"
Was that video they did where I think you're gonna be this, or was that something else? The gender
Oh, that
reveal?
was different. That was the gender reveal party.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had that, and then they had I think they've had multiple baby showers for different sides of the family. I believe. I could be wrong.
Yes. And how are they doing with all the TikTok videos that they've been doing, because they're so successful. I remember when your brother, and I've told him this many times, I remember when he started posting videos on Instagram of places that he would travel to, hiking and doing all this editing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then he started a little YouTube channel when he started at SJSU, and then slowly built up to TikTok, and then got his wife involved, and he's grown so much. And my sister Samira, she was telling me in the car, she's like, "Oh, look at this famous TikTok couple." And I'm like, "Okay, let me see." And then I'm like, "You're joking, right?" And she's like, "Yeah, this famous TikTok couple, I watch all their videos and stuff." I'm like, "I went to school with him, right?" And she's like, "No, you didn't." I'm like, "I interviewed him, right?" And she's like, "No, you didn't." I'm like, "Samira, what the fuck?" And because she thinks nothing that I do is cool. And
That's so funny.
so she thinks they're famous, and they basically are. They have a lot of they have a big, what do you call it? Platform. They have a large platform where they post a lot of things, and a lot of people see it.
Yeah.
So are you proud of them, seeing them how much he's grown and stuff like that?
I'm definitely proud. It's more weird for me.
A little bit, huh? Because you know him so well, and then you see all of that.
Yeah, weird in a good way, of course.
Yeah.
Because it actually started off with Caleb, my oldest brother.
Mm-hmm.
And he was the one who was actually doing the vlogs at first. He was really big into editing videos in high school. And then it was me, and I did it for a little bit, just casually. And then Cameron decided to get into vlogging, and it fits his personality so well.
Yes.
I don't know how
He's
he does
very
it.
unfiltered, no filter, out of the box, just whatever he says.
Yeah, it fits him really well. And then he started doing YouTube first.
Yeah.
He started doing YouTube. He posted all of his videos on YouTube. Then TikTok became a huge thing.
Yeah. Especially during COVID.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then I don't remember which videos blew up first, but I remember he was kind of into it. He was like, I kind of want to keep doing this. got married, and then his whole marriage was just like, oh, this is great. I can make so much content. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, and that's cool because those are memories. It's going to be there forever. They're going to have that forever. All the marriage stuff, the pregnancy announcement, like all of that. Those are the beautiful memories. I had something else that I wanted to say. It's like the same thing with Gabe because we went to school with Gabe and we know Gabe. He's always been into content creating and making videos. That was like his dream. And for him to finally like make it there, and he's still working really hard. Every time I text him and talk to him, he's like, oh, I can't, I'm recording. Oh, I can't, I'm here. Or I'm traveling here. And he's really killing it. But like that whole, because we know him for who he is, but he has this big platform and shit and all these streams and downloads and stuff and views that we don't look at him differently because we know him as Gabe.
Yeah. I love Gabe. Gabe, if you hear this, I love you.
Oh, he definitely will. I haven't told him I'm recording with you.
Oh, really?
I'm sure he'll listen to it. He's going to be so excited.
I told him. I had mentioned it.
Oh, you did?
I think. Yeah. I was
cool.
like, I'm going to be on Yoel's podcast. But, yeah, Gabe is probably one of the most consistent guys that I know. He's just very on top of his work.
And the nicest, sweetest guy. He hasn't changed a bit. He's always just
same since high school, but like in the best way possible.
Yeah, like the annoying, nerdy kind of. But like I love that about him.
Yeah, it's his best qualities.
I love him. He's so cool.
True.
Let's talk about because I've seen you a few times after high school, but I don't really know a lot about what you've been up to since you graduated, like in terms of like work or school or stuff like that. So what have you been up to since you graduated?
Let's see. So after high school.
Wait, you graduated what year again?
2020, COVID year.
COVID years.
Yeah.
Okay, let's start there. I want to start. How was that because you started the year off really normal as a normal student, and then COVID hits, and then you graduate. How was that at first, the transition?
It was like, let me remember. I think it was like the last month or two.
Yeah, because it was like March.
Yeah. I think it was started in like late February. And I don't know. That time is such a blur now. Oh my goodness, that's weird. Oh my gosh, I'm getting old.
Yeah, I was in college. It was probably my second year or first year of college. Second year.
Yeah, it would have been your second, I believe. But I remember getting the intercom message like, all right, it was practically already the end. I think it was like during 5th period, so it was practically the end of school already. But the intercom went on, and they were like, hey, everyone gets to go home early. See you in 2 weeks. Yeah. And then it just kept getting like pushed back.
Yes.
Until they were finally like, okay, so it looks like the rest of this year's not happening. I remember all the seniors were like, prom, frickin' prom, grad night.
Yeah. A lot of cool things happened in the end of the year. That was like all canceled?
It was all canceled, yeah. They wanted to still have prom for a while until like before the actual you can't go back to school message hit. But yeah, I was honestly more sad about grad night. Grad night seemed so fun. At least we had senior dinner dance though, because that's in like the beginning.
That's early.
Yeah, we had that. That was nice.
What was grad night? Universal or Disney for you guys? Or was it supposed to be?
I think it would have been Universal my year.
Okay, well that's hell. That's a full 24 hours without sleeping. I don't know if you knew about that.
I did not know about that.
So you get on the bus early. I'm thinking 7 or 8 a.m. And then you drive down to L.A. And we stopped at this freaking place with like go-karts and like a mini golf and an arcade for like I think an hour or two.
Well, that's so cool.
Then we got to Universal. I want to say like maybe noon. Whole day at Universal and all night because it's like a grad night bash. So that DJ Marshmello, he was there. And you're just kind of there all night until they close, which I believe was like 3 a.m.
That's
and
crazy.
I was tired. We went to like this dining area and we just slept on the tables. And then you get on the bus at that time and you drive all the way back home. And you're back home the next school day, like 8 a.m. You don't go back to school, but you get there and there's students going to school and stuff. But that's when we got back. And I remember since it was like graduation time, my mom picked me up and we drove back down to L.A. because my family and we were going to go to Disney that weekend.
No way.
So it was a long time without sleeping. It looks fun, but that's just like a behind the scenes.
Honestly, I only voted Universal just because of the concert. I was like,
it's fun.
Oh, that'd be so fun. And then we just didn't have it, so it didn't really matter anyways. I'm just kidding.
And then your graduation was different.
It was drive-through graduation. I'm not even mad about that either. I'm an introvert, so
me too.
Yeah, right? It's just like the drive-through, it was like you didn't have to sit in the sun. I think the only downside of it was you couldn't like graduate with your friends. Like you would potentially see your friend in another car, like in a separate lane. But that was pretty much it. Yeah, I don't remember who I saw. I think the only person I remember actually like graduating with, because he was like almost right in front of me, was Yari. But that was like, that was it. It was weird.
I remember watching the live stream.
Oh no.
I was like, okay, well, let me at least support virtually. Just sitting here looking at the cars drive by. I'm like, who's that?
Who's that?
With all the masks and everyone. Oh my god, what a time.
It was awkward.
It feels ancient.
Yeah, especially having to stick your head out the window and taking a picture with the principal. That was so weird. I was like, nice.
So after you graduated, what have you been up to since then?
Well, so before high school ended, I'll start with, this is like the first thing that happened to me.
Okay.
I had torn my ACL during my basketball game.
Oh my god.
And then that was in February. That was on Valentine's Day of my senior year. And then after high school, when COVID quarantine and everything, they were like, yeah, you can't get surgery yet because it's COVID.
Yeah.
So I had to wait until June. So February through June, I just was strolling through life without an ACL.
Oh my god.
It wasn't that hard. It was just scary. But then I finally got it. Finally got the surgery. And then I was able to, do normal things again.
Yeah. That's a long time.
Yeah, it was that I think I trauma blocked that out of my brain. But
how'd you tear your ACL?
Here's my sob story. Senior night. Yeah. Basketball. This is how I tell everyone the story.
Yeah.
I was defending the key, which is like under the hoop area.
Okay.
And one of the I'll name drop. Alvarez School. No, just kidding. Alvarez High School. We were playing them. One of their girls had like charged into the key to make a layup, and she like rammed into both of my knees. And then I just like remember feeling the vibration shock through my body. And I just fell on the floor. And yeah, that was that. Happened really fast. I had a huge bruise on one knee, and then just, no ACL on the other. I don't think that girl knows to this day, but it's okay. I forgive her.
Listen up from Alvarez.
Listen up from Alvarez.
I don't think I dislocated it, but I came near close. Something like behind my knee, because I was limping for like a few days. It was from cross country. Because running on those hills, they send you on those hills and there's potholes everywhere and you go up and down. And I was supposed to, they were trying to set me up to the doctor to get some kind of surgery situation. My mom, she's very Latina. She's like, no, vas a la señora que soba. You're going to go to the older lady that massages. So she sent me to her. The next day I was good as new.
Really?
Yes. I had a brace the whole week. I couldn't walk. The next day, like, she just like massaged me and used her like potions and lotions and whatever the fuck. And the next day I felt better.
Go to the old lady that massages. Where was this? No.
She lives on... It's towards middle Prundon, like Blackie Road area. Oh. She's really good. She's really good.
I should have just gone there. I went to like 3 knee doctors and they were all like, oh my God, your ACL's fine. Or like, it doesn't seem like you have any, because they do the mobility test on your knee. Then they were all like, your knee seems really stable. Like, I don't think there's any ligaments torn. And then I got the MRI, and they were like, I got the results back like weeks later, and they were like, complete tear of the ACL. And I was like, oh. I went from you should be fine to no ACL.
You didn't have like a brace or anything, or crutches or something like that?
I had, since it was like before school ended, I had to go, and like, you know how like our high school was like kind of uphill.
Yeah.
At some parts, I had to use crutches for a little bit. I was really against using them though, because like I was limping, of course. But after a while, it was kind of just like, I don't want to use the crutches anymore. I'll just limp my way. It was nice. It was kind of nice though, because one of my teachers, my last period teacher, she would let me go to my car first and then drive it because it was all the way in the back. So she'd let me drive to the back parking lot so I didn't have to walk through all the students. Yeah, she was a real one for that.
Oh, I love that. Also, you were in band, right?
I was in, concert band.
Concert, what's the difference?
So, not concert band, jazz band. So there was
jazz band.
marching band / concert band, and then there was the second period jazz band.
What did you play?
I played guitar. I played guitar
cool.
mostly. There was like one song that I played bass for, and then one song that I practiced drums for. That never happened. I just played guitar for that song instead.
Yes. I tried to sign up for that because I didn't realize that there were singers involved, that people could sing. And I found out afterwards, and I tried to change my schedule so I can join it, but I was unable to. I was like, I would have loved to, because I've always wanted to be in like a choir or like a glee club or performing on stage, like musical theater kind of vibe. I always wanted to sing in school, and I never had that opportunity. Right. So I heard jazz band had singers, and I got so mad. I was like, I really want to do it, but I couldn't switch.
Do you remember what your elective was?
Yeah. I took photo so many times.
I remember.
That was the only elective that I actually liked. So I took photo 1 and photo 2 twice. But since that was second period, I think they couldn't switch my AP Gov with the other one. And I also had a 0 period with yearbook. It was a bit much. Right. But yeah, talking about music, I know you love music. I see sometimes you post songs you listen to, and obviously you play instruments. Can you talk to me about your love of music? When did that first start and all that stuff?
Cool. Unironically, actually, it started because of jazz band in high school.
Oh, cool.
Or I think it was my freshman years when I got my first ukulele.
Yeah.
That was freshman year, and then I was kind of just casually playing, of course. But then sophomore year, I heard of jazz band. I think it was sophomore year, and then that's when I picked up a guitar. I had a guitar, but I just never played it. And then I actually started picking it up, and I was like, "This is kind of fun." And then I remember the day. It's actually the videos on my Instagram of the day that I played guitar for other people for the first time. And it was me playing for Mrs. Chapa, the band teacher.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I kind of want to join band. And then band really helped me, because you're forced to learn new songs all the time. So it was I just kept learning, and it was really nice. And then after, it kind of just stuck with me, since sophomore year. I was just I think guitar is my thing now.
Wow.
And then I became a little guitar nerd.
Guitar and ukulele.
Ukulele
is easier, right? A little easier?
Yeah, I started off on ukulele. It's definitely a little bit easier to learn. The chords are very simple for the most part.
Yeah. What were some of the first songs you learned how to play?
Ooh. I remember the first song I remembered to play was a 21 Pilots song.
Oh, yes.
I had my 21 Pilots phase in middle school, but I think it was Tear in My Heart. No, not Tear in My Heart. Oh my gosh, what's it called? Oh, We Don't Believe What's on TV. That's what it's called.
Nice.
He had a acoustic ukulele version.
Yes, sometimes they do that. I know I've seen the lead singer with the ukulele.
We actually had the same ukulele.
Really?
In his early years, he had the same ukulele as me. I didn't even realize until after I bought it.
Yeah.
It was just meant to be.
Yeah. Well, speaking of the ukulele, I want to hear you play something. Every time I bring someone kind of musical, Joel Espinoza, I know he sings. Yeah. I tell him, bring your guitar so you can sing some songs. And I'm going to interview with another musician. I told her so we can sing. I want to hear you play something.
Okay.
I love the waves. They're so cute.
Thank you. This is such an expensive ukulele. I didn't know.
How much is it?
This was around $400.
That's expensive for a ukulele?
Yeah, that's pretty expensive. I think I have another one that I got straight from Hawaii. It was less than this, and it was a little bit more complicated. I was like, wow, this one was really expensive. Yes. What should I play? I think my go-to is
that's cool. I never figured out, like how to move my left fingers to change chords so quickly.
Yeah,
it's a different gift.
It's like as a beginner, it was kind of hard. I think the worst chord to play on ukulele is E, because you have to do this. Like it.
Oh wow.
So it's like, and the way that your wrist is turned is like, if the musicians know what I'm talking about,
yes,
they'll understand. But E is
do you
such
ever
an
use a
annoying
pick?
chord. On ukulele, not as much.
Just guitar.
Yeah, just guitar. Ukulele, you don't really have to, because it's not as like, you don't have as many strings.
Yeah.
But yeah, mostly just finger picking.
And then to tune them, do you have like an app, or do you have to do it like by ear when you tune it?
It depends. Sometimes if I'm like lazy and I don't want to pull out my phone, I'll do it by ear.
Yeah.
But if I like need it to be like in tune, I just use Fender. Wait, I'm not trying to promote, but
I want to hear another one. I want to hear the 21 Pilots one.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I actually learned it on a broken ukulele first.
Oh wow.
Before I learned it on my ukulele.
Yeah.
So. Oh wait, no, it goes. This is the E.
Mm-hmm. That's cool. Do you ever sing at all when you're playing?
Only when there's no one around. But yeah, all of my friends, or you know my friend Galilea?
Galilea? I don't. Oh, Galilea.
She was the singer. One of the main singers, I think, of jazz band.
I think I heard of her. Yeah.
Whenever someone asks, like, oh, does she sing? Like, does she sing? She'll always be like, only when she thinks no one is listening. It's a recurring joke.
Yeah. Do you know one that I might know that I can sing?
Other than Riptide, let's see.
Okay, Riptide.
Let's see.
Weren't you playing like a Billie Eilish song that one time at Gabe's apartment?
That was guitar. I could.
What song was it? Wasn't it I Don't Want to Be You Anymore?
Yeah, I Don't Want to Be You Anymore.
Okay.
I don't know, so basically the way it works is ukulele. So if you have a guitar and a ukulele, the first fret of the ukulele actually is the 5th fret equivalent of a guitar.
Oh wow.
So this is the same as like 5th fret of a guitar.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to think. I don't know if I know. It's been a long time actually since I've played ukulele or like learned anything.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
You know that SpongeBob one that they do? Like...
Not the campfire song, but I know the intro.
Okay, let's do it. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, that's it.
Oh wait.
That's cool.
There's that one. I know.
Oh my god. From Wii.
Yeah, it's like a fan favorite.
Yes. Whatever happened to my Wii? What the fuck? Me trying to remember where's my Wii?
Where's your Wii?
I had one. It was black. I don't know where the hell that thing went.
It's actually just gone now.
What a throwback. Oh my god.
Your mom took it. She's probably
Maybe
just
at a
like,
garage sale or something.
Oh no.
With my DS.
No. My brother stole my DS from me. I actually just went up there to visit them up
Really?
in like Sac area. And he was like, by the way, did you know that I took your DS? I was like, yeah, I knew.
I got myself the... What is it? Not the Nintendo... the Switch. I got the Switch, and I thought I was gonna play like when I was a kid. I love Mario Kart, anything Mario, and I thought I was gonna love to play it, but then I just forgot about it, and I think it's lost. I lost it. I played for it for like a good month.
The Switch? You lost your Switch?
Yeah, I'm older now, and I just don't play video games anymore.
That's fair.
I just thought I was gonna like it more, but I guess not.
Switch is fun. You could have had like Animal Crossing.
I never played. I've heard about it. I got the yellow, the light one. I only got Super Smash Bros. And Mario Kart and GTA. There's a GTA game. I love but it's not the same.
Oh, I was gonna say. I was like, I didn't know they had that on the Switch.
Yeah, it's not the same. Usually, Andrew, he has his, what is that?
Xbox?
Yeah, that's an Xbox. He'll play some bullshit. I don't know what that is, but he does have GTA. And I will, like, get on GTA and I'll just run over people and shoot them and run from the cops.
Pretty much.
That's my go-to when I get pissed.
When I get...
I'm like, let me get on GTA.
It's your therapy.
Yes.
GTA is fun, though.
Back to music. Tell me about your favorite, like, bands, musicians, stuff you like to listen to.
Let's see.
I know you love the 1975.
I do. I do love... I actually just went to their concert for the first time.
I think I messaged you, right? I was like,
I think you did,
Did he put you on stage and kiss you?
Yeah, I remember that.
And you're like, I wish.
I wish he did. He actually went into the crowd and kissed someone in the crowd.
Oh.
I think he got into a little bit of controversy, and so he had to ask the person first, and he did it very openly to the camera, like, what's your age?
Oh, that was the show you went to? I saw that video somewhere. I don't know it was that show you went to.
I think he's done it at multiple, I believe,
okay.
Yeah. But, yeah. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. That was wild. They're really good performers.
You see he's dating Taylor now?
I did. I remember my friend sent me a TikTok, or a tweet, and she was like, no, don't tell me this is real.
I can't believe it.
Funny. That was wild. I was like, I thought they were joking at first.
I thought it was a joke because I feel like Taylor just broke up with, what's his face?
Joe.
Yeah. I thought they just broke up, and then I see this new thing. I'm like, oh, that was fast.
Yeah. I thought it was a joke just because, like, they've been friends for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And Matty Healy's, like, he's a funny guy.
Yes.
Like, I really thought it was a joke. So when they were, like, the picture of them holding hands, I don't know if you've seen that.
I saw a picture of them. I don't know if I saw them holding hands.
I think there's been a couple of pictures of them holding hands, like, circulating on Twitter. And I was like, wow, I guess it is real. It's kind of crazy.
I just saw him at her show. He was, like, watching her perform and, like, singing every lyrics and just staring at her.
All the comments are like, he looks so in love. The love gaze.
Yes. I heard him speak for the first time in an interview. I never heard him talk.
Really?
I've heard him sing, but not talk. I was like, oh, my God, the accent.
Yeah, he's British.
Very British.
Very British.
So you love the 1975. Who else do you love?
There's the 1975. Recently.
Yeah.
I may be a little controversial for saying this.
Uh-huh.
And a little bit embarrassed.
Why?
But I've been, like, casually listening to K-pop.
Oh, K-pop's cool.
Yeah. Like, I was always... It's so funny. My friends kind of hate me for it. Because I was always like... K-pop? You listen to K-pop? Side eye, you know? But, like, as a joke, of course. Not, like, being serious. And then I started listening to K-pop.
Yeah. Well, for me, it started with BTS. I mean, BTS, that's the first thing that ever came to me in terms of K-pop. Right. With, like, Dynamite and all their hits. And then I listened to freaking Blackpink. They're K-pop, right?
Yeah.
I listened to Blackpink.
Those are the two biggest K-pop groups.
Yes, and then the other girl group, I forgot.
Twice?
Yes, Twice. I saw them, they were on Kelly Clarkson's show, and I saw their interview, and then I'm like, let me listen to them. I know, like, a few of them, and I know there's another group with boys, but I haven't, like, dove in yet.
Right. Yeah, I actually started listening to K-pop only because, funny story, Blackpink was at Coachella.
Yeah.
And then it popped up on my For You page on TikTok. And then I had accidentally swiped on the fan account of Blackpink. And then it was just all Blackpink from, like, on my For You page. And it just never left. And then I was just like, well, I guess I'll listen to K-pop now.
Yeah.
That's what TikTok is telling me to do. Yeah. I guess I have to do it.
Brianna Pisano, she's going to see Blackpink in Vegas.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she told me, she's like, hey, I'm going to need the 18th off. I'm going to see Blackpink in Vegas. I'm like, you're joking, right? She's like, no. And I'm like, because I was going to be in Vegas the 18th to see Kelly Clarkson.
No way.
and she's gonna see Blackpink the 18th in Vegas. And I was like, that's so cool. She loves them. They're
That's
so cool.
sick. That's yeah. They're definitely very like performer wise. Like
Yeah, they
they're
can dance.
top tier. Yeah.
Yeah.
Their music, like kind of like Beyonce, is like made for performing, like live,
Mhm.
made live for, yeah. But
Yeah.
they're cool. What else?
Didn't one of them become a solo or like do some solo work?
They each have their own, like, they call them like solo albums, I think.
Okay.
And it's not really an album. It's just like 2 songs, like an EP kind of. But they all have their own solo songs. But they also perform one of their solo songs at each concert.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So, I think the most popular one would have been Lisa's,
Okay, yeah.
which is the Money song.
Mm.
But one of them just came out with her solo songs.
Okay.
So that's blowing up.
So Blackpink's your favorite K-pop band, or do you have any other favorites?
I think as of right now, I don't really have a favorite. Cause I'm more just like, I wouldn't consider myself like a K-pop stan or anything, but more just like casually listening. But Le Sserafim is really good. I like them. It's not even like their music is good, but honestly, it's just like their group dynamic. I love them.
That's what you like.
They're so cool. Yeah.
Okay.
Like I want to be friends with them. But,
any shows or concerts that you've been to at some point that are your favorites?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I only started going to concerts last year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I went to a lot. Let's see. I went to Outside Lands, I think.
In San Francisco?
Yeah.
I want to go this year.
The lineup is nice. I think we wanted to go to Outside Lands this year too, but I think we're going to go to Life is Beautiful instead in Vegas.
Who'd you see last year in Outside Lands?
The top 3, like the main 3 headliners were SZA, Green Day, and Post Malone.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, good lineup. I'm not much of like a rock head, so I didn't see Green Day. I saw Kali Uchis instead.
Mm-hmm.
She was really good, like live. Her vocals are insane.
Yeah.
Has such an angelic voice. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
SZA was really good. I think Post Malone's though was like his energy on stage is like so good. I was watching him from like all the way in the back of the crowd, and the field is huge, but I could feel the energy all the way from the back. He was crazy. I loved his show. We had to leave a little bit early though, which is kind of sad.
Oh, he has tons of hits though.
Yeah, he played just all bangers.
Oh my god.
It was nice.
Yeah, I want to go this year because I've always wanted to see the Foo Fighters, like always. But every time they go on tour, they're like in Fresno on a freaking Wednesday or something, and it's like you're making it impossible for me to see you. So this year I saw them. They're gonna headline the Outside Lands, Foo Fighters and Lana Del Rey, who I've always wanted to see.
Yeah,
so I'm gonna
Lana
get
Del
Lana
Rey
and Foo Fighters.
and the 1975 too.
Yes.
Kendrick is gonna be there.
I know. I was like, am I gonna get the 3-day pass, or I don't know.
Get the 3-day.
Trying to decide.
It's like, have you ever been to a music festival, like a 3-day music festival?
No, and that's why I'm a little nervous because that's not really my vibe. Like raves and like a lot of people outside, full day things. Like I even did the Cali Roots here in Monterey.
Right.
It wasn't like, it was cool, but like tons of crowds and loud music. And
right.
Not my thing, so I'm a little nervous, but I'm more excited for like the music.
Yeah, I will say raves and like music festivals. Rave culture is very different from like music festivals. Because I went to my first rave last year as well, which was Nocturnal.
You can answer if he's calling twice. I'm sure he wants to talk to you.
He wants to get me food. Let me
Okay.
text him real quick.
Yeah, you can answer him.
It's okay. There. But yeah, raving is not as much my vibe. It was fun. If you go with like the right people. My friends are cool. I went with my cousin too. Yeah. But Outside Lands, I will say going all 3 days is so exhausting. Cuz it's like you wake up. I think they open at like 11 a.m. for Outside Lands. Okay. So just before noon. That was what it was last year at least. You wake up at like 9 a.m. You get ready. Depending on where you're staying, you know. You have to leave pretty early. or if you have people you want to see in the morning. Sometimes you don't even have to go as soon as they open because there's the smaller artists are performing, but they're cool to see. And then you get out of the festival by like, I think they end the festival at like 10, but it takes forever if you wait for everyone to get out of it's just like just a massive horde of people just like trying to leave the park all at once.
God.
I think the worst day was the Green Day because Gabe Custer was actually there with us, but I was with my friends.
Yeah.
And we didn't get home, or we didn't get to our Airbnb until like 2 or 3 a.m.
Whoa.
And we hadn't even eaten dinner or like
God.
anything that day. So it's like it was crazy. So it's like it's exhausting, but it was still a good experience.
It's fun.
I'd do it again, 100%.
Yeah. But if you want like a good view or close to the stage, you have to get there earlier, right?
Yeah.
You have to fight people to get there.
Yeah. There was only one crowd that was like really scary, and it was the Weezer crowd, because it went from this is all at the main stage. It went from Dominic Fike to Weezer.
Yeah.
To Post Malone.
Okay.
So the lineup itself is so good, and we were pretty close to Dominic Fike. Like we were pretty up there because the field is massive. But then we stayed up until Weezer. We finished Weezer's set, and then all the Post Malone fans just started rushing, like pushing everyone, and it was just like waves of people, just like shoulder to shoulder, like you couldn't really move your arms. I was getting a little claustrophobic.
God.
Yeah, it was scary, especially with like the frat boy mosh pits.
Oh my God. That's what I don't like. I get claustrophobic too. It's like, get the hell away from me.
Yeah, but like. So that's why we were so far away from Post Malone. We were like, we're leaving this crowd. We gotta go. Like, we can't stay here. Yeah. Plus, we're like, me and my friend, we're both 5'5", which is like average height, but at a music festival, I think 5'8" is a good height. So we were just like, yeah, we gotta dip, and then we just stayed in the back for post set.
Yes, but sometimes I hate that about shows where you're talking about like the time and everyone leaving at the same time. Because I have been to shows. I think the worst one was either Bad Bunny or MGK, like when the show's supposed to start at 9 or whatever, right? But that's when the opener comes on, and they're like a whole hour until 10, and then they like to take their precious time and they don't start until late. Then the show is over midnight or 1 a.m. And then it takes forever to get out of there, and then the parking is hell, and people are all leaving at the same time, don't leave there until 2 or 3. And then usually I have like a 2-hour drive back home because I'm like in Oakland or whatever the hell, or in San Francisco, and it's hell. But I went to a concert recently for Louis Capaldi, and he started by like 8 and he was done by 9:30, and it was so nice. And I got home at like a decent time. I was in Berkeley.
Oh, so his concert was only like an hour 30-ish.
Yeah,
around.
Just because he only has like one album out. He has a new one coming out.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
He's still kind of has a smaller artist, but like. That was so nice. I looked at the time, 9:30. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going home. I was so excited. I've had so many long shows. It's hell. Adele's another good one. She starts right on the dot. Oh. With no openers. It's at 8 p.m. She started at 8 p.m. The lights were off and she started.
That's nice.
Professional.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Oh my goodness.
Adele would be really cool to see.
Yeah, I've seen her twice. I saw her in San Jose in 2016 for the 25 album, and then her Vegas show this year in January in Caesar's Palace.
Oh, that's sick.
Really good. Expensive AF because she's one of the most expensive artists to see.
How much? How much did you have to...
So the first show, I think we each of our ticket, it was like $500 each, but we were like in the lower level. I'm assuming nosebleeds would have been a lot cheaper, but we were kind of like lower level. Vegas, I had to get resales because I didn't get a pre-sale code. I never got access to like the actual thing. They sold out way too fast. Right. I remember like I logged in and said 800 people ahead of you, 700, 600. Sorry, we're sold out. So I had to get resales. So that was like 900 for my ticket.
Oh. Yeah. Oh wow. And that's just the ticket.
Just my ticket.
Oh my God.
I had to have to fly to Vegas, get the hotels. Yeah, but I was prepared because because I had a few years to prep for Adele because she takes breaks. So I had money saved just like to see her, and I knew what the prices would be like.
Right. Yeah.
So that was specifically for her.
That was.
Yes. What else? Oh, I ask all of my guests like these fun questions just to like get to know them better. So I kind of want to know like what is your favorite? Ooh, which one am I gonna start with? What's your favorite movie? Some favorite movies growing up or that you still love that are like classics to you.
Okay, my like childhood movie, because I have like 100% favorite childhood movie, The Fox and the Hound.
Oh my God, yeah, forgot about that.
Yeah, that one makes me cry every time.
Oh.
To this day.
Yeah.
The only movie that'll ever make me cry.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I don't know. I want to say like favorite like movie series.
Yeah.
Star Wars.
That's mine.
Oh, okay.
Look right behind you.
Oh, wait, that's so cool.
Yeah, the 30th anniversary.
That's wild.
I'm sure they're close to 50 now. And then I got that Yoda thing. I ordered an Alexa.
An Alexa.
The Alexa's gonna go there.
Wait, that's so cute. I didn't know they had those. Mia, when I get home, I'm gonna type that in.
They also, they have like a Stormtrooper. They have Darth Vader, and I think Stormtrooper, Darth Vader, something else.
Oh,
for
that's
the Alexas.
Sick. I'm gonna look that up when I get home.
My birthday this year, it was Star Wars themed. I dressed up as Obi-Wan.
Oh, I think I saw that on Snapchat from people's stories. And Andrew, that was cool.
Andrew dressed up as Anakin. I got Star Wars cornhole, and I got the decorations.
That's cool.
That's one of my favorite things because I'm trying to like restore my childhood, like things I always wanted. So when I turn 23, I'm like Star Wars themed. Next year it's gonna be WWE themed. And then the third year I'll be 25 by then. High School Musical themed.
Oh, that's so that sounds fun.
Those are the three things that raised me.
That sounds fun. Yes. Other than Star Wars, I mean, Spider-Man. The newest Spider-Man. I'm a Tom Holland lover.
Is he your favorite Spider-Man?
He is my favorite Spider-Man.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I'm gonna get so much crap for that.
Yeah, you are. Because Toby is our Spider-Man. That's who we...
Yeah.
Or maybe for you could have maybe Andrew Garfield because he's more...
I was both. I remember watching Tobey Maguire's first. Or I remember when I watched it.
Yeah, and his are iconic.
Yeah, I think they all are. They all have their like different charms.
Yeah.
But I always thought that Tom Holland's Spider-Man was more like closer to Spider-Man like comically.
Okay, like to Peter Parker.
Yeah, I mean, I could be wrong because I don't even read comics, but...
Neither do I.
But he just seemed the most teenager out of the other
You're right.
two.
Yeah, the other two looked older.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but Spider-Man No Way Home, like, I cried.
Yeah, oh.
When I saw them come out, I was like, dude, my childhood and present day, it's like all together coming at once.
Yeah.
It was so good.
I love Spider-Man.
I love Marvel in general. You love Marvel? Are you a big Marvel fan?
Not like a big Marvel fan. Like, I'm a Marvel fan. Just not like... More like casual.
Okay, but you'll like watch the new ones when they come out and stuff, or no?
Yeah, I haven't watched... Like, recently I haven't. But I was always... My mom is really big on going to the movies. So, like, Marvel movies...
Yeah.
Big hits for her. So I always watched the new ones. But I haven't watched any of, like, the... What is it called?
What?
Like, their... quarter, how they have like
the Avengers or the
like
Guardians,
the new, how do you, I forgot the word, but it's
MCU?
Like phase.
Oh, okay.
They're phases. I haven't watched like a lot of the new phase recently after Endgame.
Oh yeah, I felt the same way. I'm like, after Endgame, what are they gonna do? Like, how's it gonna get better?
Iron Man.
I know. We lost Iron Man. We lost fucking Black Widow. Captain America's old. He's dead. It's like, what do we do now?
He was there and then he wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was heartbreaking. Oh my gosh.
I'm still recovering. I still cry every time Black Widow and God damn it. Flynn, Hawkeye?
Yeah.
When they were fighting in that cliff and then he lets her go, I cry every time. And then when Iron Man dies, I cry every time. And then that little memorial service they did in the pond.
Yeah.
Cry every time. Both, yeah. But yeah, those would be my favorites. I had Star Wars, Marvel stuff, High School Musical, White Chicks. You've seen White Chicks? I always say that's my favorite.
I think I have. I just don't remember watching it.
Oh, it's so funny. You
So
have
I
to
don't
watch
remember
it.
like anything from the movie. I remember watching Legally Blonde, which is
Oh
kind of
yeah,
like same
classic.
vibe, yeah.
Yes. And then A Star Is Born is one of my favorites. Lady Gaga, Bradley Cooper.
I never watched that
Oh
actually.
my god, you have to.
No, I haven't. Or sorry, yes.
Oh, you have watched it.
No. I it came out, and then my parents were like, "Oh, let's go see it," and then I was like, "No, it's okay. I'll stay home."
Listen to the soundtrack at least.
I've listened to the
Okay.
soundtrack. The soundtrack is nice. One of my best friends loves A Star Is Born. Big fan of Lady Gaga. She'll know who she is.
Yes, I love her
Gally.
too. What about TV shows? Any favorite TV shows that you watched growing up or currently?
I kind of feel like a child saying it, but one of them, Adventure Time. I love Adventure Time.
Mm-hmm.
Avatar, The Last Airbender.
The Last Airbender?
Yeah.
Oh my god, yes.
I think Avatar would take top for like animated series.
It's so cool.
And they're coming out with a bunch of new stuff too. They're coming out with solo movies for each of the avatars in the next couple
That's
years.
cool.
Yeah.
Like, I watched it, but I never... Look, I saw Avatar: The Last Airbender, all of it, but everything that came after, like, wasn't there, like, a girl?
Korra.
I never saw that. I wish I did. I saw the movie. What'd you think about the movie?
The movie.
The movie they made of Avatar: The Last Airbender.
What was the movie? Oh, shoot.
But they called him Ong.
Ew. Oh, the live action.
Yes, the live action.
Oh, yeah. That was... We pushed... That goes into the vault.
We don't talk about that.
That's in the... That was
Yeah.
awful. Yeah. I watched, like, the first hour of it. I remember as a kid watching, like, the first hour of it, and I was like, no.
Yeah, we could have done without it.
Yeah. They're remaking it, though. Like, another live action. Same thing. But
Okay.
the cast is actually, like, Asian, you know, not predominantly white, like like the last cast. So I'm so excited for that. Oh my gosh.
Yes. So those are your favorite shows? Adventureland and Avatar?
Yeah, I'd say probably Avatar being like top.
Okay.
I probably watched it 5 times now.
Yes. So I had the game too. I had the game on the Wii.
Oh.
I play it.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite, I mean, I was a big Disney kid, so I grew up with like Wizards and Hannah Montana and Camp Rock and Sunny with the Chance and Sweet Life.
Yeah.
That was my shit. But like growing up as a kid, like I saw all of Vampire Diaries. I saw that. I saw freaking...
I was obsessed with Vampire Diaries in high school.
Did you see all 8 seasons?
I think I stopped after
Yeah, it's a lot of them.
the 5th season.
That's a lot.
Because it just started getting not as fun to watch.
Yes. I saw... Remember Jane the Virgin? I saw all of that. I just finished watching like White Lotus. White Lotus is really good. Only Murders in the Building is really good.
Oh.
You have to see it. Only Murders in the Building with Selena Gomez, Martin Short, and Steve Martin.
Selena Gomez?
Yeah.
A TV show?
Yes.
Oh, wait, no, I think I heard about that.
It's so good.
One thing about me is I don't watch TV, like, a lot.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm free time, like, that's why it's so hard for me to pick, like, a like a favorite. I'm just like, what have I even watched?
I was the same way with shows until I'm just like, when I have free time, at least I got to just sit and watch. What about, okay, what's your favorite food? Favorite food to eat or to make?
Ooh.
Either as a kid or now.
Okay. Gotta get ready for this one. So,
okay.
half Filipino. I'm half Filipino.
Oh my
so my
God.
favorite, like, absolute favorite thing to eat is, it's called sinigang, which is like, it's like a soup almost.
Wait, I interviewed Nicole Anastasio and she said this was her favorite.
Nicole? Really?
Sinigang.
Sinigang?
I forgot what it was, but yeah, explain it to me.
It's like so it's kind of like a soup. You usually eat it with like rice, so you pour the soup onto the rice, you know, and it has tamarind in it, so it's like, what is the word? Zesty?
Yeah.
I'm forgetting the word that they use for it, but they put tamarind. It's like tamarind based, kind of, depending on how much you like to put. Some people like it really like
Ooh,
they
I
put
gotta
a
try
lot.
this.
Yeah,
Sounds good.
It's legally I'm joking, but such a good hangover cure.
Oh wow.
Yeah. But sinigang, always on top. I love sinigang. And I think all of my favorite foods are either Filipino or like Asian. So
I'm a whore for lumpia. I love lumpia.
Shanghai lumpia is the best, which is like it's the lumpia with just like the meat in it. Is that the one you're talking about? Or are you talking about like the regular like
just the regular
original lumpia?
Looks like a spring roll, just crunchiness.
And it has like vegetables in it.
Yeah. However, I'll have whatever flavor.
Flavor. Yeah, there's different kinds. So like the original lumpia is just vegetables, like peas and stuff. And then there's Shanghai, which is the meat one. It's a little bit smaller. What else? It's like a dessert lumpia. It's called turon. It's like jackfruit, plantain. Some people don't put jackfruit. I learned that. I was like, you weirdos.
Plantain. I'm Puerto Rican. That's all we eat. Plantains.
Yeah?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, I think that's the only, like, other than, like, fried plantain.
Yeah.
Turon is so good, though. You should try it. I'll bring you some one day.
I would love to. I keep telling Nicole I want lumpia. Or, like, just invite me over to eat. Or whatever. My favorite foods, I mean, like, when I want, like, a cheat meal, I either do Chinese food, Italian, or Mexican. But, like, as a Puerto Rican dish that I loved since I was a kid was something called pastelon, which is, like, a Puerto Rican lasagna. So it's all the same shit as lasagna, but we use sweet plantains.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
Sweet plantains, and then ground beef, and then cheese, and then sweet plantains.
So it's, like, sweet and savory.
Yeah. Puerto Rico, our thing is, like, yeah, sweet and savory. We don't really do a lot of, like, spice or sauce or whatever like that. It's just savory stuff.
I'm trying to think of the flavor combination. I feel like that'd be interesting
and we serve it with white rice. It's so good.
Oh, that sounds anything with rice.
Yes.
But yeah. So favorite meal, sinigang or even sisig, if the Filipinos know what I'm talking about.
Yes. And what's your dream place to travel to one day? Where do you want to go? Japan, without a doubt.
100%. I actually might be going next month. Possibly. Yeah.
Oh my god.
So like we were supposed to go to the Philippines.
Yeah.
And it would have been my first time even traveling outside of the country at all.
You and your parents?
My parents wouldn't be going. It would be like me, my grandparents, and my cousins. But we're supposed to go to the Philippines, but they want to go to Japan first because the flight is cheaper. But it's so perfect because we all want to go to Japan. Oh, I really hope it happens though. I had to get my passport.
Yeah.
And I only was able to do it last month. So hopefully I'm able to do it or get it before then. Because it usually takes about 9 weeks. But, yeah. Philippines is going to be hot if we go, though.
Yes.
Really hot.
Anywhere specific in Japan that you want to go to? Or like Tokyo? Or
I'm not really sure. I think I'd be okay with anywhere, honestly. Even like more like countryside Japan would be so cool.
Yeah.
But I just want to go because, I don't know, I love their food.
I can tell you really want to go. You got very excited.
Yeah, I love Japan. Or like, I like learning about like, of course, their culture.
That's my message. Is Kelly Clarkson.
Oh, Kelly Clarkson. I thought there was someone outside.
My dream place to travel to. I mean, I feel like I saw like in the States. I feel like I saw everything I wanted to see. Like I went on a road trip. I've been to New York, Florida.
Oh, really?
I've seen a lot in the States. I've always wanted to go like overseas, like to the UK or to England or London or whatever the hell. Somewhere there.
Right.
Somewhere there. And then what the fuck, really? When I'm trying to record?
They're coming for me.
My God. But I did this project on the Sphinx in Egypt. You know the Sphinx?
Yeah.
With the Great Pyramid? I made it out of Rice Krispie treats. And I got like an A. I got like 100% as I should.
That's so cool.
I deserve that 100%.
I deserve that.
And ever since I did research, I think this was 5th grade or 6th grade. Ever since I did research and learned about it, I'm like, I want to go there one day. But it's like Egypt. It's like North Africa. So I have to figure it out.
Right.
How I'm going to make it there one day.
Yeah, I remember Mr. Parker from high school. Yeah. Did you ever have him?
I didn't, but I know who he is.
He would show us pictures of him, like, and the pyramids in the background.
Oh, he went?
Yeah, he went. with his past wife, but it was like, I think I remember seeing that picture. I was like, wow, that's so freaking cool.
Yes.
I'd go.
I know. Are there any teachers that, not necessarily do you miss, but like any teachers that you really liked or left an impact on you?
Oh.
Negatively or positively?
Negative. Are we name dropping?
But we don't have to, whatever you want. You don't have to say names.
If this teacher hears it, I know her ego will be so inflated.
Oh my goodness.
Mrs. Chapa, the band teacher.
Oh, I love her.
Yeah, she's cool. She's the coolest teacher, in my opinion. For me.
I met her twin babies. They're twins.
Oh, yeah.
I met them. They're so cute.
I haven't yet.
Oh.
No, I haven't. I don't think I've even seen Miss Chapa since high school. No, that's a lie. I saw her like once or twice after high school, but that was it. That was before the babies. Wait, no, it wasn't. Wait, maybe I have seen her babies. Wait, now I'm so confused. I think I might have. Possibly. I went to like a concert of their seniors, I think, with Gally.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Miss Chapa would be
your favorite.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. Just kidding.
She left an impact on you, or you like her.
Yeah. Yeah. Negatively though, there's been a couple. I won't name drop those ones, but they weren't like the worst. They just weren't great.
Yeah.
But high school was ugh.
I know. I mean, my favorite. I'll start with my favorite. Miss Gardea. Remember Miss Gardea?
Yeah.
The sweetest, nicest teacher ever. She was also in charge of. She had a lot going on. She was in charge of SLU crew. She was in charge of our classes, and then also Link crew. She was in charge of that.
She was, huh?
Yeah, and she was just the sweetest teacher. And we went on field trips together, and she was the best. She came on my podcast. I got to interview her, which is so sweet.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
I did a season of like everyone who left an impact on my life. I tried to get a lot more teachers, but I only got Miss Gardea, Miss Marshellick, and then Coach AJ from track.
Oh. I
got to interview him.
You interviewed? No way.
Yeah, you gotta check it out on Spotify or Apple Podcasts.
I didn't know. I remember seeing Mrs. Marshellick's.
Yeah.
I think I did vaguely see or like a glimpse of Miss Gardea's.
Yes.
Yeah, I wasn't really. I don't think I was close to any of those teachers. I was more close with Mr. Marshellick. He was my chem teacher. So when he was like, "Oh, we're moving,"
I know.
I was like, "Why?"
It's like, why?
Why? Don't.
They're down in San Diego. I sent them a few gifts because they have 2 babies now.
Really?
Yeah, they had.
Oh my
yeah,
gosh!
have you seen that?
No.
It was. So
I'm so out of the loop.
I think Miss Marcella got pregnant like 2019, and then they had a baby right after, like the year after.
Oh my gosh!
A boy and a girl. Them. They're babies.
That's so cute.
I was like, damn, I feel old. And they work in San Diego.
It's crazy that we're at like the age now, like where our friends are starting to get babies.
Oh my god, isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it makes me feel so old.
There are
especially
people,
Cameron having a baby. What the heck? Him?
And he's married?
And he's married? That's wild to me.
Yeah. There are people that I graduated with, like Cameron, but like that are married and have kids.
Yeah.
You know Nikki Jimenez and Hugo?
Mm-hmm. I love them.
They're married and have a boy.
Yeah. Yeah.
A son.
I remember seeing that.
Deborah Guzman has a baby.
Oh, I think I saw her Instagram. I think she posted that on Instagram.
Yeah, a bunch of people have babies now and are married.
Yeah.
I was like, not me.
Not me.
No, thank you. People bring that up to me all the time. Like, just ask me again when I'm 30.
Oh, yeah.
Who knows how my mentality would change, but right now, I'm good.
My Filipino family, or like even family friends, especially the Filipino ones, not to be racist. They're always, when are you going to get married?
I know. It's
when
like,
are you going to have a boyfriend? I'm just like, stop.
Leave me alone.
I don't need this right now.
Yeah. What's the rush?
I'm saving money. What are you guys doing?
Exactly. I tell my parents, I'm like, because they bring up the fact, like, don't you want to carry the family name? Or, like, move it forward? I'm like, not really.
Not really.
I don't understand. What's the point? Who cares?
Yeah. I think for me, even if I got married, I'd probably be like, either you're taking my last name or I'm keeping my last name.
Mm-hmm.
That's my PSA. That's my marriage disclaimer.
Oh my goodness.
I just can't imagine being Cassia anything other than Reyes, you know?
You know, yeah, I thought about that because, like 2 years ago, I think, for my birthday, because my dad, he's my stepdad, but he's been my dad since I was like 2 or 3 years old, so he's my dad.
Right.
And he wanted to adopt me. I think I was turning 21, I think.
Oh, wow.
And he's like, if I was okay with him adopting me, and I'm like, yeah, sure. We never did it because my dad likes to say things and then not do shit. So I'm still Sanchez, right. But his last name is Torres, so I would have been Yoel Torres, which sounds very different.
That fits though. Like I could see.
Yoel Torres?
Yeah.
Really?
I can see both.
Because I don't know, I've been Sanchez my whole fucking life. Mm-hmm. So it's weird now that I'm like a grown adult and like changing it to Torres. It's different. So I thought about it, but I'm like, sure, it means a lot more to me because Sanchez is my biological dad's last name, but I've never met him. I don't know him.
Right.
So that's just my last name, what it is, and my mom's Garcia, so I'll be Torres Garcia if I switch it. But it's different, but
I think it fits.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think it fits.
Yeah, I'd also be just like the same last name as my sisters because they're Torres, and my whole family that, you know, that's my real family. The Sanchez family, I don't know them, I don't talk to them.
Mm-hmm. Time to ask your stepdad to pick up the pace.
Yeah, I should remind him, huh?
Maybe.
Yoel Torres, yeah. But yeah, where was I? Miss Gardea. Yeah, Miss Gardea was my favorite. I love Miss Foreman. I know she got a lot of people had thoughts about her, but I loved her. I thought she was a great teacher.
She's definitely best like teacher, like teaching wise.
Yes.
She's definitely very hard on the students, but like
for a good reason.
Yeah. It's like it's good that she was. I probably wouldn't have paid attention in her class if
she was the only teacher that actually like prepped me for college in terms of how teachers teach in college and the classes, how fast paced they are.
She definitely was one of the ones who cared about being there for us, growing for like us growing wise.
Yeah, and for me, some of her class was harder than a lot of the classes I took in college. Hers was more stressful for me. I don't know why. She prepped us for the worst.
Yeah.
I loved her. I love Miss Rogers. I don't know if you ever met Miss Rogers. She was a science teacher.
I think I've seen her around.
Yeah.
I don't think she was there my senior year. I could be wrong.
She did leave like a year or two after I graduated. And obviously Miss Henderson I loved when she coached us. Remember Miss Henderson?
Yeah.
I loved her.
She was the first teacher to find out about me going to homecoming with someone. She was so happy. That was a good memory.
Oh, she was?
Yeah. It was because I did cross country freshman year. So she was my coach. And we were like all running next to the high school. And I forgot who it was, but one of my friends blurted out, because I had gotten asked to homecoming. And one of my friends blurted out to Miss Henderson. And they were like, Cassia's going to homecoming with someone. And Miss Henderson was like, oh my gosh, that's so cute. And I was like, thanks.
My memory with her was after a race or a track meet, we got home late. We got to the school late, and I was just waiting for my ride, and they never came. And I guess Miss Henderson was the one. She can't leave until all the kids have made it home. I got their rides. And she offered me a ride, and she just took me home. She was the sweetest.
She was the sweetest. Such a good person.
Yeah, I loved her and missed her. Those are probably my favorites. My least favorites, I won't name drop, but they're there.
They're there. There's a list.
They're there. Sucks that I had to deal with them, but they're there. What's my next question that I had? Is there anything that you miss specifically from high school? Because I know once we graduate, we're adults, and there's like expectations of us and things that we have to get through or accomplish in terms of all the adult stuff. Is there anything you miss from back in the day?
Honestly, I'd say yeah, definitely. Like there's so much childhood still in being in high school. Like you go to school and you're with your friends, or you're forced to see them every day, right?
Right.
Love them though. But then like after high school, it's like now everyone's getting jobs. Now you have to like schedule what days you're all free. So like that was such an unfortunate COVID.
I had this issue the other day where my friend was trying to make plans with me, and I'm like, I should be free in June. And they're like, you're joking, right? I'm like, no, because the first week of May, I was in Puerto Rico. Last weekend, I was in LA. Every free day that I had, I booked it to record. So I'm recording all this month and all next month.
Oh my goodness.
And then I have a scholarship banquet next week. I'm giving away a scholarship for North County.
Oh yeah, I've seen that on your story. That's sick.
That's on Wednesday. I have to give a little speech and give the award. And then I'm singing the national anthem at a San Jose Giants game on the 1st, which is in a week and a half. And I'm a little sick. I'm trying to feel better. Just got a lot. And I'm starting school again.
This is for like a full baseball game?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. Wait, where? At?
San Jose Giants.
No way.
I think their stadium is in SJSU around there. Yeah. So what happened is that my dream as a little kid was to sing the national anthem. And I always tried growing up, even at North County, but I never did it. It just never happened. So the city of Marina, they do this thing every year, Battle of the, I don't know why I say bands. It's not bands. Badges, where the police department of Marina and the police department of Salinas go head to head in a basketball game. And they needed a national anthem singer. And they came to my work and asked me if I'd do it. And I'm like, hell yeah, I'll fucking do it. But I wasn't aware that it was like a bunch of cops. They just said, oh, we're having an event. I thought it was the city of Marina doing an event. Nah, this was like cops against cops. And a lot of people were there.
I've never heard of that before.
Here in Marina High in the basketball gym. And I did the national anthem. But I didn't get... They promised me I was going to get time to rehearse and like a little sound check, which really cures my anxiety and my nerves so I can really practice. I didn't get that time, so I was just kind of like thrown on there and I just sang it. But I forgot the words.
Oh.
Which pissed me off because I know the song. I've been singing it my whole life. I know it. But it's just when I was up there, I didn't know, like, do I look at the flag? Do I close my eyes? Do I think of the words? Do I focus on... I had to put my mind somewhere. Right. I put it on the words and I just blanked on the words.
Yeah, that's so fair.
Like, I got
no
so mad about it.
rehearsal is kind of crazy.
Yeah, so I was like, I fucked it up. So I want to do it again so I could, like, do it good this time. So my mom sent me that the San Jose Giants were doing auditions for the national anthem. And I was like, that's pretty big. I'm just going to send a clip and audition. And they picked me to do it.
Do you know how many other people, like, out of that they chose from?
No, but I know they do quite a few home games. It was a lot of them. So I'm sure they got
a lot. I didn't even... My mind blanked on them having multiple games.
Because they told me to pick the dates that I wanted. I picked every Saturday on their schedule and Sunday, but they were already all booked. So I ended up... Mine's on a Thursday, June 1st.
So like... Oh, that's soon.
It's coming up. I've had... Yeah. And I'm not... My voice is not all there. It's tired.
I believe. You have like
got
2
some
weeks.
time.
Yeah.
I gotta be on vocal rest. I gotta stop talking.
Yeah. Oh, it's okay. I'll continue. I'll continue the podcast. Don't worry.
Take over. So I'm excited. It's cool, but it's huge. Like, a lot of people are gonna be there.
That's exciting. Yeah.
And my family's gonna be there. I think Gabe is gonna come. I told him about it. And it's a hard song to sing, and I don't know. It's televised too.
Oh.
Great.
No, you just have to think that it's not, and then you're fine.
I think now, because I do get rehearsal time. I have to be there 2 hours before, and they said as much time as I want to rehearse. I'm like, great, that'll be great for me. And I could just close my eyes and just sing it how I want to sing it.
Yeah, I'm sure there'll be a little more professional.
I think so. They have more experience, yeah.
Yeah. A little more...
Yeah, I'm more nervous just because, like, my grandma's going to be there, and my grandma, she's never really here. She lives in Puerto Rico, so the fact that she's here is cool. My uncle, he's in the military. He's been in the military for, like, 30-plus years.
Oh, wow.
And he's heard the national anthem many, many times at events. So just to see his nephew there singing it at a game is really cool. My dad, my mom, they're separated, but for them to come together to see me. My sisters, all my friends are going to be there. John Turry might be there.
Oh, wow.
Remember John Turry? I'm like...
everyone is going.
I'm like, what the fuck?
That's so cool.
And obviously, like, the baseball team and just the baseball fans. It'll be cool. But I'm kind of shitting bricks about it.
And it's like, hey, you'll be in your element.
Yes. So, yeah, back to the thing, like, when we're older, we have so much shit going on. And I'm like, yeah, I'll be free in June if we can, whenever. But I miss that about being a kid, too. Because we just went to school, spent the whole day with our friends, didn't have to worry about shit. We just went to practice or just studied. We didn't have to worry about car payments or rent or stressing about adult stuff.
Exactly.
We just went to school.
Honestly, even then though, like, I probably still would not. If they were like, "Oh, would you redo high school?" I'd probably be like, "No,
oh,
absolutely
no.
not."
I know that sucks, huh? Like we miss it, but I wouldn't do it again.
Yeah, it was good while it lasted.
Yeah.
And abruptly ended, I guess, for me.
Yeah. Why wouldn't you do it again?
Ooh. Probably the same reason most people would choose not to. It's high school.
Yeah.
It's so much going on. It very like so much growing in that time of your life.
Yeah.
So like you're learning about yourself while having to go to all these classes all the time. It's kind of exhausting. My favorite part of the day was getting home. So or basketball practice.
Yeah, my favorite part of the day was practice.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I wouldn't do it again for that same reason. We're growing and learning so much about ourselves and a lot of shit that we go through. Like, I was still in the closet in high school. So much people talk shit about me.
Oh.
I was fucking, like, running all the time and not eating. I was so skinny. I was so sad.
Right.
Because we're just teenagers. We're going through so much shit. Senior year was hell because a lot of expectations about you, pressuring you to apply to colleges and write all these essays.
The mental of, like...
Yeah.
The students is so bad.
Oh, it was hell. All the AP classes, all the sports, all the events we had to do, like the fucking... What was that thing with the float where we had to build the float?
Oh, homecoming floats.
The homecoming floats, homecoming building. General. If you're in ASB, RIP to you.
Honestly, it was pretty fun. Like, I think if I wasn't in ASB in high school... Oh, I sound like such an ASB kid right now. So sorry. But, it was pretty fun. Like, I know a lot of people have very strong thoughts about ASB, like very cliquish, which is kind of true. That's pretty true. But like, nonetheless, ASB was really fun. It kind of gave me more incentive to go to. I think fourth period was my favorite period, which was ASB. Plus, you get to go to the events for free most of the time. Yeah. Granted, you have to work, but...
Work and the cleanup afterwards. I always helped clean up after everything. I'm like, I gotta help these guys clean up.
Low-key, though, cleanup was kind of fun.
Yeah?
Cleanup and... I think setup was more fun, but even then, like, cleanup... We're all, like, really tired, but at the end, when everyone's finished, it was always, like... It was such a nice feeling. Just everyone being in, like, the ASB room afterwards. Like, good job, everybody. And then we all just...
Yeah, it's also nice when you work on something so hard and then you see everyone else enjoying it. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, picking the ideas too, like themes and stuff. Yeah, ASB was really fun. A lot of people don't like ASB kids, but it was fun.
Without them, you wouldn't have any of the events. People need to shut up. Y'all want all these shit to happen at the school, but ASB kids are the ones doing it. So at least say thank you.
At least say thank you.
Okay.
Dang,
oh my
you
God.
should have been in ASB.
I wasn't like enrolled in the class, but I was friends with everyone in there.
Yeah.
I always arrived early to help at the bonfire events or any kind of dances, and I always cleaned up. Anytime, I always told them, you guys ever need any help? I couldn't draw for shit, so I'm like, don't tell me to draw or anything. I can help you hang stuff.
Publicity was not your niche.
No, I can help you hang stuff and put chairs away and set up tables or whatever. That's what I helped with. We have really good timing, so we're getting close to the end. I always end my episodes with 2 last questions.
Got it.
The first one is, do you have a question for me that you want to ask me?
I've had so many. Wait, now I have to...
Okay. Well,
can we come back to that one?
You can ask me as many as you want.
Okay.
There's no, like, rush or whatever. It's just...
It was, like, mostly just pertaining to conversations, but...
Yeah.
I don't remember. I don't remember any of them now. There were a couple where I was like, oh, I could ask this.
Yeah.
I could ask about your Puerto Rico trips. That sounds really fun. What do you do?
Yeah. So this past... We went from May 2nd to the 10th. It was just a week. But before that, I haven't gone since Thanksgiving of 2021. Before, we try to go every year, every summer. Because my dad growing up didn't like us to be home for 2 months during the summer, so he just sent us to Puerto Rico with our families. This past week when we went, so we have an Airbnb over there. My dad has a house and it has a nice pool.
Oh, like you guys are the ones like doing the Airbnb?
Yeah, my dad bought a house and remodeled it and built a pool and everything, so we Airbnb that house. He bought a new house that is under construction and they're working on, that he wanted to show me. And he has a whole business over there called Alutech, where they sell material for like doors and windows. So a lot of aluminum and like steel and stuff like that. So that was kind of the point of it, so he can show me the new businesses. And
that's cool.
We had a family friend's birthday, so we went to her birthday party. Just a very quick trip. I saw my grandma, some of my cousins. But yeah, we go to the beach. We have dinner. Everything's so much cheaper over there. I love it there. But yeah, that was the first time in like 2 years that I haven't gone. All my family is there, and I miss them.
Right.
But I love it. It's hot over there. It's humid. It's tropical. The food is great. Yeah. But everyone seems to think that it's very like its own thing, which it is because it's an island. But we have Walmart. We have McDonald's and KFC and Taco Bell.
Mm-hmm.
And
is Puerto Rico is the one that's under U.S.
It's a U.S. territory.
Okay.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember if it was Puerto Rico.
It's not a state. It would have been the 51st state, but it's a territory. So we have American money and everything. Home Depot. We got Home Depot. We got all that stuff. Kmart. Yeah, they just opened a Chick-fil-A. I was happy
really?
about that. We got Cheesecake Factory, Olive Garden, Red Lobster.
Oh, dang.
We got everything.
Yeah, dang. That's sick.
Everything. And yeah, I love Puerto Rico.
You probably still need your like... Oh, wait, that's kind of a stupid question. I was going to say you still need your like passport and stuff.
No, just ID.
Oh, you don't need your passport.
No. You could show it to them instead of your ID, but ID is just fine.
Oh, wow.
Passport more like for Mexico, Canada, other countries.
Right.
Yeah, but Puerto Rico, just an ID. Yeah.
Good to know.
If you ever want to go, let me know. We'll give you the Airbnb.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You don't got to worry about getting a place.
I'll keep that in mind.
The only problem that I tell people is like it's not in the capital. So San Juan is the capital, and that's the touristy part. All the tourist stuff that you want to see. Our Airbnb is like more southwest of the island, which is beautiful beach and beautiful. It's more like to relax.
Like getaway.
It's more like a getaway for like Puerto Ricans to get away from their homes there.
Right.
So it is far from the actual capital, but it's still nice.
I would imagine. Yeah.
Yes, I love it.
I always stray closer to like the less touristy parts, anyways, because I'm not a big fan of big crowds and such.
Yeah.
But
yeah, me too. We were in Dominican Republic for like a week, and after like the second or third day, I was tired of the fucking resort. I was like, yeah, I've seen this, ate that, and like we're just gonna be here. So we got a taxi, and the taxi literally took us to like town, so we can actually see like how people live like over there. And
that's cool.
I should have dressed differently, and because I stood out, they knew I was a tourist because they were all staring at me because I was just dressed differently, and I had my camera and like my sunglasses. I should have dressed differently.
Peak tourist.
Yeah, I should have. I was like in a full outfit. Yeah, but
that's
I like
cool,
to
though.
actually see places too. I don't like to just stay in like one spot.
Yeah. That was me, because I've only ever really, like, the only place I've really traveled to is Hawaii. So
I've never been. I've always wanted to go.
Hawaii is so nice. It's very, very nice.
I want to get pokey over there. Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh, it's so good. Just any like grocery store or even like gas station. Oh, their food is so good. Spam musubi.
Spam musubi. I was about to say that.
You can get that literally anywhere. I will say Hawaii is so expensive.
I've heard.
It's kind of sad, but it's so expensive everywhere. I think the spam musubi is expensive.
$10?
Whenever we bought them, I don't remember now. I just remember seeing it and I was like, wow, everything here is so expensive. But spam musubi was like the most convenient to get. Generally a little more cheaper than the rest of the food too, but It's just everyday spam musubi, but in the best way possible. I love
Yes.
Hawaii. It's so good there.
Oh, I want to go one day.
Mm-hmm.
And then my last question for you is, what is your favorite Kelly Clarkson song? I ask everyone this.
I'm gonna get heavily judged right now.
And everyone... You don't have a favorite, or do you know any?
I know some. I just don't remember.
Okay.
I have to look them up on my phone.
Because this is my problem with everyone. Because I tell them, what's your favorite? And they're like, oh, I don't know any. But then I play them so many songs and they know them all.
Mm-hmm. I definitely know a lot. I don't listen to Kelly Clarkson ever, other than like growing up, and she was like always there. Oh.
As long as you know her.
I feel like Stronger. Sorry.
Yeah.
I feel like Stronger would have been like my.
Yes.
Most prominent, my most like influential Kelly Clarkson song.
Empowering, yeah.
Yeah.
As long as you know who she is and like know of her, then we're good.
No, definitely. I don't know who you have to be to not know who Kelly Clarkson is.
Exactly. Live under a rock.
She was on The Voice, right? Or what? Which one was it?
Yeah, she's a coach.
It was The Voice.
She's still a coach on The Voice. A few
Still?
years. Yeah, a few years.
Dang.
And she has the talk show. Yeah.
The talk show, yeah. I've seen from your stories and such.
I've been a few times.
Yeah. It looks fun.
It is so much fun. But you also get to see like how television works, how all of that's scripted.
Yeah.
They literally have like these, they're holding these cards with the question that Kelly's going to ask their guest that's sitting right in front of her. And she sings. You get to hear her sing every day of her show. She covers a song.
Oh, really? Like that's in the show too? Like everyone can see that? Or is it
every
just
single
audience?
episode of her talk show, she's covering a song.
Oh, that's so cool.
She could sing.
She's so cool for that.
Yes. But they're moving to New York, so I won't be able to see them as often.
Why?
So, few reasons. Her family is in the East Coast. She misses them. She hates LA.
Yeah, that's real.
And she's always wanted to do Broadway in New York, but it's very hard because of the, the distance. So they're moving to New York. But it's hard because, like, it's not just her. It's, like, her whole team and her band.
Right.
Everyone in the show involved. So everyone had, like, a choice. You're going to stay here in L.A. or you're going to move to New York with Kelly.
You know what? I support that decision.
But now I have to go to New York.
No, I have to go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anywhere except for L.A. Do you like L.A.?
No, I hate it. I hate it when I have to go down there. But
I'm so glad that we're both introverts.
Oh, I hate it. Too many people.
Yeah.
Who allowed that many people to be there?
Do you know what your MBTI is?
What's that?
That was the question that I was trying to ask. Your MBTI. So it'd be like, have you ever heard? It's like a personality type kind of thing. So, have you ever heard someone who's like, "Oh, I'm an ESFJ," or like, "I'm an INTP"?
What the fuck? This is like the astrology shit.
No, this one's scientific. I think. Is it?
I'm an Aquarius.
I'm an Aquarius. So you're introverted. So that would be your I. So the first letter is I. It's usually I or E, extroverted or introverted. Me, I'm an INFP, which means my I is introverted. My N stands for intuition. The other side would have been sensing. What is it? T stands for F stands for feeling. The other side would have been thinking. So you can either be an F or a T, right? Then the last letter, mine is P, which stands for perceiving, I think. Rather than judging. So like.
Okay. How do we figure this out? It's just like we decided on our own?
So you can go online. The main test that most people take it's called 16 personalities. MBTI test. So if you go on there, it usually takes about like 20. It's like a pretty good size test. But you just go onto that test, and then it tells you, and then you have a type, what is it called? I think mine would have been the mediator, I think that's INTP actually. I don't remember. I always switched between INTP and INFP. Depends on my mood, I guess.
Okay, so I'll make sure to run that test and I'll let you know.
Yeah.
I'm definitely an introvert.
Yeah.
But not as much as I was when I was a kid. I was very introverted and quiet and shy. After coming out and like living life a little bit, I'm a little more out there. And if I have to be an extrovert, then I will. Because I've noticed there's people that are way more introverted than me nowadays. So if I have to be the more talkative one, the more outgoing one, then I can do that.
Right.
But I'm more of I love listening instead of talking, or be in control of stuff. I could just chill.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm very like, it is what it is. Like, I always come up with alternatives. I don't really like to like be mad about a situation that I can't control. I'm like, whatever.
Do you find yourself like generally in like any situation, do you think you're more of like a feeler or a thinker?
In like what kind of situations? Any kind?
So like, let's see.
Because I can think. Like, I'm always thinking.
Like, do you find yourself having like strong emotions?
Oh. Yeah, but I don't show them. That's the issue. Like, I keep them inside.
So like, do you think you cry often?
You should have seen me watching Guardians of the Galaxy. I cried 6 times. Yeah, I'm like an emotional person, but like I hold it together very, very well. So probably no one will know about that about me.
Let's see. One more. Just so I can get a feel for it.
Yeah.
Let's say you're like for your singing the national anthem.
Yeah.
Would you say you're more like you're going to keep your emotions like inward and like just do it? Or are you more like outwardly anxious? Would you be more outwardly anxious about it? Like kind of sitting there like, like, oh my gosh, like this is really happening? Or would you just, just be sitting there like no one would really tell that you're anxious?
Yeah, more inward. No one would really tell.
I feel like you're a T. A thinker.
Yeah, I don't like people to worry about me. Like, I got it. I will figure it out on my own. And you won't know unless I have to tell you. But I keep it to myself.
I think that's very, like, thinker personality-wise. Yeah.
Okay, so I got it.
You got it. You got your 2 letters.
But I'll run the thing and I'll let you know what I get.
Right. There's also the Enneagram.
What's that?
Enneagram is it's kind of the same thing as MBTI. It's just the results are gonna look different because they're based off of like numbers, a number system. So it's a little bit more. I think the Enneagram is a little bit more like in depth about personality.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but
yeah, I gotta dive into a lot of those things. It's very interesting.
But it's a little bit. Oh, will I get crap for this? It's a little bit more than like astrology though, because astrology is it's not like a, how'd you say it? Maybe theory.
Okay.
It's not as much like scientifically based. I believe. I could be wrong. Please don't yell at me.
So it sounds like what you're talking about is more about personality wise and how you are, but the astrology I've noticed is more like where you were born or like this and that. It's more different ways of looking at it.
Yeah. It's just about, personal beliefs and such. But I'm sure there's some truth to it though, to each their own.
Okay, well that's cool. We have great timing and I appreciate you coming on.
Of course, thank you for inviting me.
And for taking the time. I appreciate it. I can't wait for people to listen to this. I love this episode so much.
Oh, thank you.
It's so cool. Thank you guys for listening to Confabulate. I really appreciate it. Thank you to Cassia. And we'll see you next week. Bye.
Thank you to listening to me rant.
Bye.
Goodbye.